Sailesh
And I'm Rupali.
and Eat Stay Chill is at the table.
At the table.
Well, we're at the table, but this restaurant is called The Table and it's in Mumbai at Colaba, and it's an interesting concept restaurant. They have a communal table downstairs and they have regular seating around as well.
And they have a hot chef too, with a Californian twist because he's from California. So the food is all about fresh produce, local produce, farm to fork, Eurogastronomy, and lots more.
Yeah, so it's not a particular country cuisine, it's cuisine from all over the world. It's just done and presented in a very different style. So enjoy the review.
So I'm with Ellen, the beautiful hostess at the table. Ellen, I really like this place. I think community dining is really great. It's a great concept.
Yeah.
So would you like to tell us something about the food and something, why do people come here so much?
Well, if I could explain to you in a nutshell what the table is all about, it's not just food on your plate. It's what I like to call it science and art on a plate. You know, with a Californian twist to it. It's globally inspired. You're not going to find we have a basic mac and cheese on a menu, but if you come and taste it, it's not your basic mac and cheese. You know, we put a lot more into it and we modify it a lot more, and that's what I look at it as science on a plate or art on a plate. You know, it's quite interesting, and our food is very yummy.
Wow, that sounds really good. I'm looking forward to the meal that we're going to have. Ellen, how is the communal table used in the restaurant? Do people actually sit there or?
Yeah, actually, because it's very new it's not Indian culture to be on community table firstly. I mean, when people come in to the restaurant and they already see 4 people sitting on the table and there's no space anywhere else in the restaurant, they'll ask me, is that where we're sitting? And I'll say, well, yes, if you want to make friends, then that's where you should be. You know, you get to make friends, you get to try new food, you get to see what other people are eating. It's a great concept, to be honest with you. Or on a high plush bar stool, and it's very comfortable, it's very different, and you know, when kids are around, it doesn't make it feel like a bar. It doesn't make it feel like you're sitting on a bar. It makes it feel like you're sitting on a very large table.
Okay, so we're here at the table with one of the founders and owners of the table, and her name is Gauri Devidiyal. And so, Gauri, tell me, how did you come up with this concept?
I didn't, to be honest.
Alright.
This is my husband's genius idea to do this, which I tried to convince him against for a long time, but here we are today. No, because neither of us are from the hospitality background, so it didn't. I'm a tax consultant by training, and so this was the natural next thing for me to do. And he's a techie, so but yeah, we both sort of have a great passion for food, and he spent the last 14 years before we moved to Bombay in San Francisco. So just wanted to bring a bit of that city to Bombay, and here we are today.
Oh, so is that how you got Chef Alex?
Yeah,
as well?
so it's very much a San Francisco inspired restaurant, which is so it's all about sort of fresh ingredients and not sort of being partial to any particular type of cuisine. Just really flavorful.
Cuisine all over the world.
It is, yeah. So it's what we refer to as a globally inspired menu, and the idea is that the dishes just take inspiration.
Talking about how you use fresh produce as well, and you have this farm table concept here.
Yeah,
Can you tell us more about that?
We have a sort of 1 acre farm in Colaba, which is our farmhouse, but and we were growing things there for personal consumption, and one day we had sort of excess spinach growing, and I just brought it to the restaurant for the staff to try, and they went nuts, and they were like, get off my stuff, where we got it from, and then the penny dropped, and I was like, well, why not go stuff for the restaurant there?
We found that we could really increase the quality of the food was to control where we get our product from. And because there was all the space that we had access to in Alibaba, we decided to create our own farm. So for the last, I would say, almost 2 years now, we've really been, trying to get the best out of the soil and put new nutrients into it. We've been experimenting with different seeds, different varieties of heirloom vegetables, carrots, and tomatoes, things that grow really well here in this climate.
As an owner of a restaurant in Mumbai, what is the challenge that you face? I mean,
Challenges.
Yeah, what are the challenges that you have to put up with to run a successful business?
From finding really good quality staff who can sort of, treat the guests the way you like and sort of understand your concept. Our menu isn't exactly sort of common dishes that you find around. So, people who are like really enthusiastic and passionate about food and service, the way we feel, it is difficult.
Just like Spain, you have tapas bars where you just go drink, run small plates, share and eat. So similarly here you have small plates, and if you like something really, really much, you can order a large portion.
Yeah, so it extends that whole feeling of community where you have lots of these small plates and you all just tuck into different dishes, and so instead of getting one main dish, you get to try out a lot of different tasty treats, which is what we're going to be doing.
This is the kale salad. This is the boneless chicken wings. Look at them, my goodness. Boneless chicken wings in a different format.
Yeah, the presentation, it's just amazing.
That's the egg ravioli. So we're going to dig in now because we are really hungry. This kale salad, which has Iranian dates, it has kale of course, lemon parmesan dressing, garlic croutons. Oh my god, this is just delicious. And the pistachios in it give it that lovely crunchy flavor. I'm telling you, I've not had a salad like this.
And I remember a few years back we got some samples of kale, and slowly and surely we sort of developed, the ideal kale that works for us.
I think the kale salad is so yummy. I've not really tasted
Oh, good.
something like that.
Yeah, I think kale is something that's usually a little heartier, so usually it would be cooked. But because of this particular variety of kale is so delicate and tender, it's not overgrown. It's almost a little sweet, and it just has almost like a nice nuttiness. It works perfect raw, so we use it as salad.
Are the boneless chicken wings, and what I love about them is the presentation style. It's got this honey ginger glaze at the bottom, and they're in these cubes, so it's just, the presentation is just so awesome, and the chicken just tastes so good with that glaze, and I'm a fan of slightly sweet and savory mixture, so it's really, really tasty. A lot more tapas dishes, and those are Rupali's favorite. Lamb sliders. So she ordered them specially because they are really, really tasty. What we have here is the egg yolk ravioli, and we're both going to be sharing it from this plate. So do the honors, Rupali. So you got to cut it so that it all. Ooh. So it's like very master chef. The egg yolk is just oozing out of there. So
Zucchini spaghetti.
this is the zucchini spaghetti, and it is a signature dish at the table.
Sailesh, what do you think of the sibas? It's with this yellow pepper nache, roasted garlic and pepper, and the quantity of fennel. And sibas are steamed.
Yeah.
I don't know, I somehow...
Yeah, I'm not too keen on it either. Actually, the seagull is cooked alright, but the flavors of the sauce, I don't know, somehow they're just not that appealing, and this paste, it's just the texture of it, I'm not too happy with that. And even the presentation, although it looked very master chef, it wasn't as good. So we're gonna have to say that you probably could pass on this particular dish at the table.
I mean, no offense, the chef is amazing, the dishes were brilliant, one after the other. Just this one doesn't work.
So we just finished some of our almond cream filled donuts with chocolate sauce, and they were pretty yummy. She's just stuffing her face with it, so they're obviously pretty yummy, considering she doesn't have the sweet to, I'm the one listening to. We hope you enjoyed our review of the table, and we hope you'll join us for our next international video, which is going to be at the Sheraton Sakham, which is a luxury collection hotel in Bangkok.
And I'm waiting for that. Hotel review on holiday.
Yep. Alright, we'll see you next time, guys.
You still believe in foraging?
You know, the foraging thing is a little tough being in Mumbai, and you know, honestly, you never know, like if a dog's been around there, or you know. So the foraging thing, I try and stay away from personally. You know, there are times when you know there's naturally growing fruit trees. That's, I would say, maybe the closest that we would get to foraging. But you got to be really careful with that. And it's something that I wouldn't want to take a risk. So we really like to control the quality of everything by manning our own farm. So that's been sort of the biggest improvement for us in terms of quality, and that's been like instantly noticeable. It's just this sort of freshness that you get, because again, you know, we can control when to harvest the vegetables. So instead of getting this overgrown spinach that's really bitter, we get this really young, tender, beautiful, almost sweet spinach.
What sort of challenges have you faced here, considering you've worked in restaurants, Michelin star restaurants in America as well? When you come here, so how is it different, and what have you had to adapt?
Well, I think
Yourself.
There's a few answers to that. I think you know the main thing is going to be the cultural barriers. It's like the cultural, you know, that includes language, that includes taste, you know, and for me, you know, sometimes I get really excited about a dish, and then maybe some of my guys who are actually responsible for cooking it, maybe those tastes don't really work for them. So how do I get a cook equally as excited about a dish as I am? So a lot of it is kind of learning, well, what makes them tick, you know, so that honestly, no matter how excited I am about a dish, if my guy can't be excited about it, he'll never cook it properly, he'll never season it properly, he'll never put his heart into it. And so it's really finding that balance between what works for us, what works for the guest, and most importantly, like what my cooks are sort of happy cooking. You know, a lot of my guys now are like a bit more sort of up to date on like what's going on in world trends. They sit there and watch YouTube videos and things like that. But you know, it's been this sort of like slow give and take process. Definitely a learning process for me. And then also the language barrier is an issue. You know, a large part of being a chef is sort of conveying your personal vision, whatever that may be, to your cook or to the front of the house staff. And with language being an issue, you know, sometimes it's more just like small lessons, hand gesturing, and sometimes yelling, or you know, just to get a very small point across. But to get sort of bigger ideas across is very difficult, which is why it's been a huge bonus having some guys on staff who speak both English and Hindi or Bengali, because they can act as translators, but also sort of help convey what I'm trying to get across to the chef. So.
What is your favorite word in Hindi?
B. No matter how much I yell or how much I hand gesture, you know, there's just certain things that I've got to get across, and you know, things like B, ek, do, teen, char, you know, the numbers, things that are important. Danda, goram, you know, my accent is not great, but the guys understand it. So.
Yeah, so it's to garam, make it tanda.
Yeah, or the other way around.
Yeah.
It says danda, make it goram.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure. And taking out time. He's been really busy and very, very sweet to be with us.
It's always
Thank
a
you,
pleasure.
Chef.
It's always a pleasure.